Good morning, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. That was great, wasn't it? Spilled the coffee there. I hope you're all feeling fantastic. Yeah, mine's just gone completely blank of what I was going to say then because I spilled coffee, which just threw me off. Let me actually grab that cloth to wipe it up. Well, today kicks off the final week of heavy lifting for me, really. So today's going to be a test day. Going to test squats, bench and deadlift, so a big SBD day. Not sure what I'm going to do really. I'm going to test 3RMs or 1RMs. Body is feeling okay-ish. Again, yesterday wasn't the best day in terms of food, so I didn't get enough, and then Saturday night didn't get much sleep due to the cat just screaming at every hour of the night. But you know, we get plenty of coffee on board, plenty of food, get nice and fueled up, nice and caffeinated, and then we'll see where the session takes us, shall we? Although currently I am just putting together the plan for post Hyrox, which I'm looking forward to getting stuck into. I think I will make this one available to everyone because I know I'm doing this. I didn't make this Hyrox prep available because I just completely winged it, and I'm definitely nowhere near confident in prepping anybody for Hyrox yet. That could be another string to the bow soon, who knows. It'd be good if there was some sort of course to do for it, because I've seen people get their coaching, Hyrox coaching qualifications. I've only seen about 4 of them, and when you look online there's just nothing at all. Like if I Google Hyrox coaching course, again it just comes up with actually Hyrox Germany, the Hyrox Academy. Just when you click on it, anything up. Oh, never know, it's only in Germany, but yeah, maybe the little trip to Munich or Hamburg is on the cards. But yeah, plan for today, obviously coaching in a minute. I'll say coaching, it's open gym time, so I'm just chilling in the office, getting nice and warm, sipping the coffee, Cannonball coffee as always, going for the Iron Bar Espresso today. What's too hot? Out my tongue. And then I'll be getting the car to the garage at some point. Hopefully it's not in there for too long. Hopefully it's just a day or 2 at most. I'm prepared to spend probably too much money on the car. It's right before Christmas, which is obviously a great time to get things, great time for things to go wrong. I also noticed perfectly in time, these headphones are starting to go funny. These were a birthday gift a few years ago, Sony WPFX, something like that. The one side just drains completely and the other side still works, and then when I plug them in, they never seem to charge together. Bizarre. I'm gonna get that fixed. We're gonna finish off this program. I've got to jump on the work meeting in a couple of minutes, and then yeah, breakfast, coach some more, and then get the car to the garage. It is very cold. That's work done. I'll go back and find the keys, wouldn't it? What have I just dropped? I think I dropped the cover for the camera. But as you can see, we are taking the car to the garage. Hopefully it's not going to cost too much to get it all fixed. But one thing I've been thinking since I've been driving the mother's car and not using manual is that I started getting, I think I mentioned it a few videos back, was that on some left sort of calf and shin pain. I'm thinking maybe that's because I've not been using it as much, having to put the clutch in, because first thing this morning I forgot about the clutch. That's not moved, is it? Has that moved? No. And I went to put it in gear without putting the clutch in, thinking why isn't it going in gear again? So that's another thing to remember, use the clutch, otherwise I'll ruin the gearbox and clutch and having to buy new ones of those, which I do not want to do. I need to save every penny I can at the minute, although I'm in the caught between saving money and just spending it, because why not? I think I mentioned previously about maybe not buying a new car and spend it on other things, a holiday, laptop, some new camera bits to try and focus on growing this rather than spending all that money on a car, which I don't necessarily really need, although it would be nice to have a newer, bigger car. This one's still just a job for now, touch wood and all that. Hopefully they don't find any more bits wrong with it. I think it just needs like a new axis, new something else, and then the rest of it was just lights and tyres, which are easily fixable. Just one big job really, so hopefully not too expensive. But I'm gonna head there now, drop this off, get picked up by the mother, home, get her car, and then pretty much straight back to work to train and then coach the evenings. The first time I've done a full Monday in a very long time, so it's going to be a long day and then just a short one tomorrow. But let's focus on this map because I've not been to this garage before, so I'm going to switch it off, follow the directions, not get lost, and catch up with you guys in a little bit. So car is now all booked into the garage. A bit of confusion about if it was booked or not, because all they had information wise was that it was a Fiesta, but thankfully got it all covered. Sadly it's going to be in there for a few days, but at least it's in there now and getting fixed. But now it's time to finish the voiceover from last week's video, last week's video. Getting confused with the clips. I've refrained from putting the Uzi on because I will not want to take it off, and then I will not want to go back to work. I'm going to go about an hour before I need to head back. We'll leave anyway, so I want to train before having sort of the hour to myself rather than train and then go straight into coaching. Sipping on some chai tea that I've taken a liking to. Obviously with great beard comes straight great responsibility. I'm chatting way too fast because I am freezing, but I need to get this done and then get to training. Now since this morning now I'm actually feeling rather tired. That coffee hasn't hit the spot. I've actually tasted a bit weaker this morning, so I'm ready to have a little pick me up of the All Black Everything, half a scoop of that, get some extra caffeine in, and then just pray that gets me to a decent squat weight. Not expecting anything sort of proper personal bests, but sort of certainly PB for this sort of Hyrox training block, so to speak. I think one of them was 180 before this, but I'm going to test a 3, so if we get 170 to 175 happy. Bench, maybe try a paused single because that's what the next program's based off, so maybe test that or test it next week, who knows, maybe test slingshot this week but regular bench next week maybe. And then deadlift, again that'll probably be a heavy triple. I'm sort of close to the sort of lifetime PB triple, which would be nice to get, but I highly much doubt it. But actually no, don't tell yourself that. I will hit a PB. I'll go for it. You know, if I don't get it, I don't get it. It is what it is. But let's get this clip done. As soon as it's done, the sooner I can go and train and hopefully get warm. It might be the day I actually wear a beanie as well. We'll see. If I can actually find something like that. I feel like today's just been rushed, and I'm just feeling tired, not strong. But about to attempt the top set of squats. But I'm gonna give myself a couple of minutes rest, and during that rest, I thought I'd explain how I'd suggest warming up for a max attempt. Now I start off with the empty bar, just for obviously the activation work with the mini band around the knees, and then empty bar again without it, just make sure everything's feeling right, movement's feeling good. And then from there, I get all these numbers are based off the number you're aiming for, so 50% of that for 10 reps, and then 60% for 5 reps, 70% for 2 to 3, 8% for 1, 90% for 1, and then 100% of that weight for whatever rep range you're aiming for. Now obviously that depends how strong you are, and some of you may need less warm-ups than that. For example, my bench poverty bench over here. For today, I'm going for what, 120-ish, so I'll be like you'll see it later, probably 70, 90, 100, 110. Well, that's five reps, but still. Sort of following that protocol for your warm-ups is a good way to get muscles firing. Now, like I just said, if your numbers are lower or if your numbers are a lot higher, you may need smaller incremental jumps between. But I found that's a good way to get everything firing and make yourself not too fatigued for that top set. Speaking of which, this is all feeling heavy. You've just seen some clips of me squatting up to this weight. I'm going to attempt 170 for 3. That 160 moved very slow for 1, or it felt like it did. So I'm going to tell the first rep is 170 and then go from there. I'm going to choose some music. The headphones will fix themselves and then we'll get into this set while I get into the zone and just get hyped, if you will. Nope. That was great, wasn't it? Just, yeah, not feeling it today. I almost threw the hat, but then I remembered I've got the microphone on, and that is something I do not want to break. I also threw the belt, which you didn't see. That was off camera. That was a very controlled, angry throw because obviously I don't want to break the either because that is an expensive belt. But I just, yeah, should listen to my body. Not feeling it today for the heavy squats at least. Just didn't get enough over the weekend. Didn't get great sleep Saturday, Sunday. Up early today, long day. Just, it is what it is. Like I said before, I always let sessions like this get to me too much because I enjoy lifting. Like, coming to the gym sometimes makes me happy. But sessions like this just really get to me sort of mentally and just put a bit of a down on the rest of the day. Obviously, to keep the camera stable, I've got the tripod resting against my hips, if you're wondering how I'm carrying the camera. And I'm keeping this actually quite a good angle. Might get one of those belt attachments. Anyway, I'm gonna scrap it there for squats. 170 for 1 is awful because I hit 180 at the start of this, but obviously strength's not being the main goal. Let's move on to bench. I might go for heavy single on slingshot and then back off regular, just because I can't be dealing with failing reps, failing 3 times on each lift. So let's do that. Heavy single on slingshot, back off regular, heavy single deadlift, and then we'll call it there. Try and get over 200 on the deadlift, I think. This is not how I saw this session going, but it is what it is. So sort of winging it from here on out, really. Gonna go for a heavy single on pause bench, 120 next. This might be the limit, or I might go for be able to squeeze a few more kilos out, and then some sort of heavy deadlift, or might scrap them all together because the legs are not feeling strong and the hamstrings are feeling very tight, so I don't want to risk injuring them ahead of next week. But yeah, let's see how this moves. Hopefully I don't get pinned. Oh my days. Everything's feeling heavy today. Let's go for squeeze on 2.5s. Make this session somewhat decent. So I'm going to get the assistance of Big Al. And actually, it's the first time I've been YouTubing while a member's been in the gym, so this is a first. But he's going to save me needed because that 120 didn't move too well. What would Sam Stewart do? What would he do? He'd fail it probably. Yeah. Oh. Not bad. Why did that move better than the 120? Oh, let's go 125 and then probably cap it there. I think this will be the last set of bench. Just might need to just keep an eye out. I thought 122.5 did feel promising, but Jesus. Yeah, no more bench. Just ready for it. Actually, I think I'll put the slingshot and max on that as well. May as well. It's test day. 135 probably be the top single for today on the slingshot. Just everything's feeling tired and fatigued. Probably a bit of a stupid idea going for this, but 130 moves okay, so it's pray that this moves the same. Oh my god. Again, that made better than the 130, which I do not know why. So that's... Fuck it, let's go 140. So being the idiot I am, I stripped the bar down and loaded the 140 properly. Well, all I need to do is really add the 2.5 kilo clips on. But it is what it is. I have to get this 140 done, see how it moves. I'm definitely gonna call it there, I think, after this. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there, I think. Not bad, not bad. Although it's sad to think that I used to do that for training reps. I need a slingshot to get it, but the goal right now is the strength. So I've decided to scrap off deadlifts just because the legs ain't feeling it, and I'm being smart for once, something I'd never think I'd say. But I also decided to get in some sled work at the weight I'm going to be doing Hyrox. So we'll do an idea what I'm going to do, a couple of lengths, sled pushing, then attach the ropes, do some sled pulls, and then I think that'll be job done. So let's see how this weight moves. What, 151 at the minute. I think the sled weighs just like 153-ish. But moves nice and easy on this carpet, but here Hyrox is pretty tough. And the thing I like about this sled is that it's a good height to get an actual technique I want to use for Hyrox. Now it's sort of getting your forearms down the poles. You can really put your weight into it and almost pick up one end. Now that's done, there's about 4 lengths to 6. We're on to the rope pulls, which, not gonna lie, I haven't done since about week 4 or 5 of this program, so it's gonna be interesting. Again, I'm not sure I think it's gonna be on a day, that's what she said. But a few things I like to do, obviously I mentioned this before, is that when you pull the rope, I let it fall to one side and you have an area for you to pull into, so take advantage of that, start to the end, as you pull, take a few steps back, and that will save the arms from just having to do all the work. And the good thing about this rope is there's a rope on either end, so I can pull this one, although it's a bit shorter, run around to that one. So again, 5 or 6 lots of this, and then that'll be session done probably, maybe squeezing some rows if there's time. To be honest, that's not how I saw today going. I've planned on having a much better session than that, but you know, it is what it is. And obviously to compile a bit more misery onto today, there's no forks in the gym, only knives, so I'm gonna have to try and eat a pot noodle with a knife. I don't know if you've tried it before, it's not gonna be fun. Actually, during that session, I got a phone call about my car in the garage, and it is gonna cost £665 to get my car fixed. which is an awful lot, but it needs to be done. I just sort of bit the bullet and said, yeah, go for it, get it all done. It needs, so I can't go without having my own car for forever. So yeah, that's putting even bigger damper on the day. Well, I did finish the session with some curls just to sort of feel good, to make the session almost worthwhile. Although doing the sled push at that weight on somewhat fresher legs did actually feel quite easy, so that's a silver lining to the session, I suppose. Having the sled feeling easy on fresher legs, although they'll be tired from all the running and whatnot on the day, but that is somewhat promising that they feel fresh. But obviously week 4 doing deadlifts, but we live to fight another day, don't we? Got another few sessions this week. Tomorrow's going to be a run, probably just some form of intervals. Actually get out and do the run this time, not just be lazy and edit for too long. Then Wednesday, last sort of conditioning push. Thursday, another run. Friday, upper bodybuilding. Saturday, another run, and then it'll be time to taper. So that's the plan for this week. Yeah, I just didn't plan this day going the way it did, but hey ho, all swings and roundabouts and all that. So we're gonna have these pot noodles about 10 minutes before I need to coach, so I'm gonna get these down me quick, and then I will see you all in the next one, which will be Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood. I should be, because it's just a conditioning session and I will be a bit fresher. And yeah, tomorrow's run. Yeah, I'm gonna finish there. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, even though I've been on a bit of a Debbie Downer. Speaking of Debbie, it's a storm Debbie outside and it's very windy and wet. It's just a miserable day. If you are new and want to subscribe to see me moan more and throw some tantrums when I miss lifts, hit subscribe, turn notifications, all that jazz, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.